Well, I think we're in for a good start. We are opening Black Lotus. Just gotta reserve it before I accidentally misclick. And what else do we have in this pack to wheel? This actually is a really nice pack. We got Swords to Plowshares, Wheel of Fortune, Force of Will. I love Ren and 6. Ulamog probably won't come around, but we're looking at some good white cards, some good red cards, and some good green cards. So we could go Naya with Black Lotus. I think, again, Black Lotus is at its best in aggressive decks that take advantage of like putting down creatures and like threats quickly, or Storm. Black Lotus is really not good in like a controlling deck normally, unless it's like a Planeswalker based controlling deck, because basically this is like, if you use this to draw cards or counter a spell, you're not really that far ahead. But if you use Black Lotus to put down like a turn 1 Fallen Shinobi, then you're pretty far ahead. Speaking of that, I kind of want to take Fallen Shinobi. There is also Natural Order, but again, I just don't find drafting green that fun. And I think these are like comparable power levels. Tezzeret is also a good combo with Black Lotus. You could just zero him, grab Black Lotus. But I'm hoping to wheel Tezzeret. People don't usually take him that highly, although he is a great card. I think I might just take Fallen Shinobi. And then the other option is maybe Scrubland. But I think Shinobi really is that good. Ooh, Opposition. Okay. Now that's a deck I can get behind. And early Opposition is great. We can just like splash Fallen Shinobi in whatever deck we end up in. And I don't think I've done an Opposition deck yet. So that's pretty good. Windswept Teeth is nice. And not too much else. So we'll just take Opposition. Oath of Druids. Whoa. I don't think this is an Oath of Druids deck. You don't really want to play Oath in an Opposition deck. Again, we don't have to be playing Opposition, but it does go well. With like Black Lotus, you can just like cheat it out and kill them. There's Winter Orb, which is an awesome combo with Opposition. I kind of want to actually take that because you can Opposition. Actually, let's go for that. So Winter Orb only works when it's untapped. So you can Opposition your own Winter Orb. So you get an untap step and the opponent does not. And you can just hard lock them. Let's see what happens here. Leaning towards Vampiric Tutor. We have like some really good targets like Black Lotus, Shinobi Opposition. And we're missing out on like a Sundering Titan or a Repeal. Yeah, I'll take Vamp. Yeah, Vamp for Lotus is a really solid play. Oh man, this is a beautiful Dark Confidant deck. Dark Confidant Opposition is gross. It's real good at enabling Fallen Shinobi. Just, oh, the perfect card here. We've passed some big artifact payoffs like Inkwell Leviathan and Sundering Titan. So probably not going to get Tinker, but that's not too much of a concern. So we're looking to be blue-black. I like Coercive Portal in this type of deck. I don't like it in Storm because it's a little bit too slow, but if you're playing a deck that's trying to like stall the game out, having a draw every single turn is just really nice. So it's that or like a Blade Splicer. I could go like Esper Creatures. I think Portal's going to be good in most of the decks I build. I don't really want to go Esper, but, and like Blade Splicer's not even like the best card. I probably would take Thalia over Coercive Portal, but if I can stay blue-black, that would be ideal. And Coercive Portal is also good if we get Urza, which is another really good combo with Winter Orb. You can just tap it for mana and then untap. Okay. Dark Ritual versus Inquisition of Kozilek. Oh boy. The question is, do we want to be explosive or disruptive? Because Dark Ritual combined with Black Lotus means we can really just have like strong turn 1 plays. Whereas Inquisition means we can just kind of stop them from doing stuff. I think I'm going to lean towards Dark Ritual because there's like only one of this effect. We can get like Duress and Thoughtseize, which I think are better than Inquisition anyway. Okay, so we did wheel Stoneforge Mystic. There's also Wheel of Fortune if we want to go into red, which is kind of nice with some of our things. We have Dark Ritual, Black Lotus, but not good with anything else. But what am I taking instead of Wheel of Fortune? Like, I don't like Ultimate Price that much. Stoneforge Mystic is fine. So I think I'm going to speculate on Wheel of Fortune because we could go Grixis aggro as well. And Wheel of Fortune going that late also signifies that red might be open, which it seems to be. What do I want to do here? Vivian's okay. Steamkin's okay. Lightning Strike is fine. And then Brimaz is a good card to cheat into play with Black Lotus. think I'm just going to take this Lightning Strike. I don't think I'm going to be too heavy red, although these packs seem to be suggesting otherwise. Siege Gang Commander Opposition is kind of awesome. Otherwise, a Braid is just like a really solid 2-mana play. I like Siege Gang Commander a little bit more with Black Lotus to like go with Opposition. But I think a Braid is just always a better card. And we got Ophiomancer Opposition anyway, so that's going pretty well. So it looks like aggro is just open in like every way you look at it. Ooh, Mishra's Factory. I think probably we're going to be like Rakdos aggro. Kaya's actually kind of nice. I don't think I can make the mana work for Mishra's Factory. Wow, okay, that's some good late pickup. So I think we're going to be Rakdos aggro. Definitely splashing Fallen Shinobi. I don't have any fixing, so we probably won't be playing Opposition, but again, I'm not ruling it out. I'm just saying, like, given the cards I have in play right now, Opposition will be very hard to cast, but it's super good in this deck. So we can take Fatal Push, Garul Signet, Lingering Souls. I kind of like Ancient Tomb in this deck, actually. We got Coercive Portal, Wheel of Fortune, kind of Ophiomancer. Red seems to be open. I think Ancient Tomb is really busted in red. Turboing out like Koths or Hellriders is great. And then hopefully we can wheel Fatal Push or Lingering Souls, things like that. But we just got to prioritize like really busted fast starts, right? We have Ancient Tomb, Black Lotus, Dark Ritual. So we can just put a 3 or 4 mana play into play on turn 1 or 2. And that's going to be our main game plan here. Hallowed Fountain helps with the splash a little bit, whereas Upheaval, it's hard in this deck. Black Lotus Upheaval is not really the best combo. I think I'm just going to take Hallowed Fountain and see what comes around, because our mana is really sketchy, and we got to start putting in, like, if we get like a black-white fetch, for example, then we have access to black-white-blue. Ooh, Chase the Mind Sculptor, Bolas's Citadel. This is actually kind of a sweet Bolas's Citadel deck. It's also a sweet Chase the Mind Sculptor deck. I think Citadel might wheel. Steam Vents is the other card that I'm really looking at. Oh, and Chandra. Oh man, I didn't even notice. Oh, this pack is really good. I want all of them. I might just pick up this Steam Vents because I really do want to play Opposition, I think. It's really hard because I want Chandra, Jace, Bolas's Citadel, Murderous Rider, Solemn, Miscalc, and Azoria Signet in this deck. I think I'm just going to prioritize the fixing though, because I'm going to wheel a good card from that pack pretty much no matter what I do. But the land is not necessarily likely to come around. So I'm going to take the card that is less valuable, and then I'm going to get a good 4-drop eventually. So I take that. I love Chrome Mox. It's good with Wheel of Fortune. It helps us turbo things out. Enables turn 1 Dark Confidant, which I think is one of the strongest plays. The other option would be Glen Elendra. This card's really good with Opposition, Fallen Shinobi, and just like it beats a lot of the Vintage Cube. I think I'm going to take Chrome Mox though. We're really going deep on like early fast mana, so we might as well just keep that theme going. Koth I like. This deck is, okay, I gotta explain. This deck is going to look a little bit weird, but you gotta remember we have all of these as early accelerants so that we can just like put in a quick Ophiomancer into Opposition and take over the game that way, or hopefully we can get Bitter Blossom to come around, take over the game that way. So we really just want to put down like something. It really doesn't matter what it is. When you're casting a 4-drop on turn 1, it's probably just going to win. So we can take Koth here, especially now that we got Steam Vents. That makes Koth a lot better. Duress. Riftwing Cloudskate is actually pretty tempting right now. That's a pretty nice tempo play. Good with Fallen Shinobi. Good with Opposition. Yeah, I think I'm actually kind of not super interested in these Duresses. I think our deck, rather than disrupting their hand by discarding stuff, we want to disrupt their hand by just doing stuff quickly. So like, that way we don't have bad top decks like Duress in the mid to late game. We're just top decking all action like Riftwing Cloudskate, Animate Dead, stuff like that. I am going to take a Cloudskate, I think. Put that over here. Now there's this pack. Not much that we want here. I guess I can take a Hero's Downfall. What does Revelark get back? Ophiomancer, Swift Spear, Confidant, Riftwing. Maybe I take Revelark. This would be a good recurring Nightmare deck. Like, I'm not going to play Mannequin. I don't think I'll ever have the mana for Thragtusk. Downfall is just really slow. And Reveillark is very splashable. So take that. Oh, wow. Goblin Rabblemaster is one of the best cards to put down early. I would love Thalia. I think it's a little bit late. And she is not that... Well, first of all, mana is hard, but we have so many non-creature spells that this isn't really the best Thalia deck. Turn 1, Black Lotus, Rabblemaster, Monastery, Swiftspear is... It is a viable play in this deck, and it is one that I'm excited about. Not much for us here. An offensive turnabout isn't the best. Goblin Welder, Black Lotus is okay, but we don't have that many artifacts. But I don't think I'm ever going to be doing Arcane Artisan stuff in this deck, or Gristlebrand stuff, so I guess I take Welder just in case we get a few more things. Okay. I'm almost looking at Empty the Warrens, because we can do a turn 1 empty for like a decent amount. And Empty the Warrens is a good combo with opposition. It's relatively aggressive, but we don't have to fully commit to a Storm combo. It's either that or Shriekmaw, I guess Grim Lavamancer as well. I kind of like the offensive pressure of a quick empty, especially since we got Bolas's Citadel back. Yeah, this is definitely Bolas's Citadel deck. And then Seasoned Pyromancer actually fits this theme as well. Okay, I don't hate this. Bonfire is a little bit awkward. Could this be the rare Ink Eyes deck? We have like a lot of good creatures with Enter the Battlefields. Nah. Jackalpup was a nice pickup though. Pelucranos off Black Lotus is like a very real possibility, but I don't think we're going to be getting there. I'm actually excited about Bolas's Citadel. Okay, well, I was going to take Fixing, but we have Lotus and Recall in this monstrosity of a deck. Badlands coming around would be like the perfect situation, but I cannot pass an Ancestral Recall. Okay, so that goes here. We got a mulligan pretty aggressively with this deck. So Wooded Foothills can find Steam Vents. I really want Reggie in the deck. That is... Can you imagine just turn 1 Dark Ritual Rotting Regisaur? But I need to prioritize fetches now. And this card usually comes around. But what if I don't get it back? Like, this is one of the better turn 1s we can make. And like, Hallowed Fountain doesn't actually help us. Oh, this is hard. Because the only reason I'm considering just taking this here is it's the only black card in the pack. So anyone who's playing black might just pick it up on a whim. I'm just going to take Reggie. That fetch wasn't that great. I think there's a lot better things. We can pick up a Mesmeric Fiend or Beaumont Courier, probably. I like that Beaumont Courier is colorless. I like that Mesmeric Fiend gives us some semblance of like disruption. Let's take Mesmeric Fiend and try and wheel the Courier, I think. People don't usually take Beaumont Courier, but... Ooh, Recurring Nightmare! Okay, is Nightmare actually good? Because there's also Zealous Conscripts. I don't think it... For some reason I thought I had a good Nightmare deck, but it is not a good Nightmare deck at all. It's a good Zealous Conscripts deck. Porcelain Legionnaire to a lesser extent, but... We'll take Conscripts and something good will come from that pack. Hazoret is good. This is an awesome Hazoret deck. Do you know how quickly we can empty our hand? Missing out on... That's a pretty late, like, Oracle and Stomping Ground, but... We'll just take Hazoret. Oh, man. There's a Lava Claw Reaches, which I think I just need to pick up. But Revoker and Wasteland are both kind of nice in this deck. But I need the fixing here. So we have... I'm going to count Chromebox as a land, I think. 26. Dark Ritual kind of counts as a land, but we do need fixing. Basically, I'm only ever casting Opposition off of Black Lotus. But we have Vampiric Tutor to find Black Lotus, so that's not that challenging. Rakdos Signet versus Walking Ballista versus a Necrotal. I'm leaning towards Necrotal. I don't really think this is a Rakdos Signet deck. And this is some removal, which we need a little bit more of. Because I really only have a Braid and Lightning Strike, so just having a creature that kills stuff is good. Even though our initial game plan is just to kill them before they can really put good things into play. Okay, this deck isn't too bad. I need to just make some cuts. I don't see Goblin Dark Dwellers being good normally, but we do have Ancestral Recall. That being said, if we cast Ancestral Recall, we should just win anyway. So I think I'm okay with just one Ancestral Recall is fine for this deck, I think. Maybe I don't play Empty the Warren's main deck. Yeah, maybe I should have taken a card over this, but I do like it. It's like pretty sweet with Citadel and Opposition. Ooh, Lion's Eye Diamond, Direfleet, Daredevil. This is probably a Kitesail freebooter deck. LED is tempting, but it's really only good with Bolus's Citadel. I'm just gonna take the freebooter. The disruption is very valuable. Wow, what is High Tide doing there? This is also... Oh, actually, we could take a Glorybringer. No, I'm gonna take the Copter. I love Glorybringer, but I think there's a Thundermaw Hellkite coming in like the next pack. And Copter really helps like turn Kitesail freebooter into something a little bit more intimidating. Okay, I'll take an Abbot. Abbot's actually kind of decent card draw. Incinerate, Beaumont Courier. I already have a Braid and Lightning Strike. Beaumont Courier is kind of irreplaceable in this deck. Vampire Nighthawk for the aggro mirror match. So I think this might have been the Thundermaw pack, or maybe it was the Vampire Nighthawk one. Either way, it's not looking like we're going to get it. Sure. Oh, Magus of the Moon is good against us? Actually, it's not even that good against us. And a Char. The old Rakdos Winter Orb Opposition aggro deck. So what I might have to do is just cut Winter Orb Opposition and just go straight Rakdos aggro, splashing Recall and Fallen Shinobi. That doesn't seem too bad. I kind of like Wheel of Fortune with Black Lotus in the opening hand because it like makes mulligans easier, because you can mulligan to like 3 and then just go turn 1 Lotus, Wheel of Fortune, undo your draw, and then the opponent has a random 7 card hand. So I don't hate that. I need to make a few more cuts. I like all my 2s. Maybe I do get rid of... Okay, maybe we just go to more of a streamlined aggro deck at this point. Get rid of that. I'm not playing Opposition, so Seasoned Pyromancer is like a pretty straightforward cut. Man, I wanted to draft something sweet. I do think I like Ancient Tomb. It enables turn 2 Regisaur or Goblin Rabblemaster. Chromox. 5/5/2. Oh boy. I mean, I'm not gonna not play Recall. Most of the time I'm going to be getting the blue off of Black Lotus anyway. So right now I have 5, 6, 8 black sources. My only double black card is Necrotal. Red sources I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is also pretty decent. I think I actually want to cut a red for a black here because most of my black sources I want to play early, like Dark Ritual, Vampiric Tutor, Mesmeric Fiend, Kitesail, and Dark Confidant are all like turn 1 plays. Whereas a Braid and Lightning Strike you don't usually need until later. Can I actually afford to put Ancient Tomb in this deck? I think so. It's good. I mean, it helps with Fallen Shinobi, it helps with Zealous Conscripts. Maybe Koth is pretty bad in this deck because I don't have that many mountains. Man, but I like Koth. I could get rid of Koth and Coercive Portal and bring in... Because that makes my... Actually, I'm definitely getting rid of Koth because that makes my red mana better. I want to find a way to fit Bolus's Citadel into this deck. I think it's genuinely an absurd top-end card for like an aggro deck, especially one with Black Lotus and Dark Ritual to cheat it out. I think I might run Bolus's Citadel over Coercive Portal. That doesn't seem terrible. And then I just put back like a Riftwing or Goblin Dark Dwellers. Dark Dwellers is a 4/4 menace that can sometimes draw me 3 cards. It can also flash back Wheel of Fortune. Alright, I'm on board. So we're running 15 lands. Chromox is kind of like a land. Actually, let's just run a land instead of Dark Dwellers. Then I could put that mountain back in here. And then my mana is like not the worst thing in the world. It's still bad. Like, I'm not gonna deny that. But I think this deck is passable. We're just straight up Rakdos aggro with a lot of fast mana. Yeah, I think I just run it like this. See you guys round 1. Alright, we're playing against Scooter Slick. Being on the play with this deck feels super dirty. So this hand doesn't really do anything. I mean, it's got a Jackal Pup, but we can do better. This hand is gas. We can... The problem is it has Wheel of Fortune Hazoret, which isn't the best combo, but we can turn 1 Vamp for Black Lotus, and then we can play a turn 2 Hazoret. So I just get rid of a mountain. Or what else do I want to Vamp for here? I think I'm going to play turn 2 Hazoret. I think I get rid of this mountain. Swamp, and then if they like do anything to disrupt my Vampiric Tutor, I guess we'll see. For some reason I thought I had 2 lands in play off the Vampiric Tutor, It'll probably be a turn 3 Hazoret. Fin Tornels. Okay, so they're playing green. Everyone I play against plays green. It's kind of weird. It's Vamp. Is there anything better I can do? Because I can't cast Ancestral Recall. Lightning Strike is like a pretty bad Vamp target, so I think I do just grab Black Lotus. And I can Lotus out a Hazoret this turn. Problem is she doesn't do that much at the moment. But then next turn I can like Wheel of Fortune. I think I do cast Hazoret here. Sack for red. The can't attack or block clause is kind of rough. This is weird, like it would have been better had I mulliganed more. Yavimaya Elder, sure. So I'm more interested in Ancient Tomb. Unfortunately, Wheel Hazoret is really bad, but here we are. Alright, let's refill. Hopefully hit Dark Ritual into good stuff. Or Chromox. Or all expensive plays. Okay, this is not the hand we dreamed about. Okay, opponent has Sneak Attack, Ulamog. That's good to know about. And given their Yavimaya Elder action, I'm hoping that the hand they just drew is not good. I think our best draw would be a Swamp into Bolas's Citadel. Well, they have to discard a hand size. That's, I guess, encouraging. Our start has been really awkward here, but we can go with Rabble Master into Swift Spear. Make a Goblin. Hit for 2. Hopefully not die to like Natural Order. I am very far behind this game. Our opening hand did not come together. I really, for some reason, just like brain farted and I thought that I could turn 2 Hazoret without having to use the Black Lotus. I don't know why that happened, but that made me think the hand was a lot better than it is. If this is prime time, that's... Oh boy, how much mana do they have? Alright, there's a Swamp, so that lets us double spell this turn at least. And that can block something crazy. So we can beat a lot of stuff as long as there's no Crater Hoof. Opponent has like 1,000,000 mana, but we have a couple blockers. And there's no way we can like leave back enough to beat Crater Hoof, so we basically just have to try and pressure their life total enough so we can beat everything except for Crater Hoof. They don't have double red for Sneak Attack. What was that? Regrowth on Ulamog. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they're one short of hardcasting Ulamog, I think. Okay, so they're going big. We could also get hit by hardcast Emrakul. I don't think there's really a way we can beat that. I can do a bunch of damage with Hazoret. I can hit them for 4, down to 7, and then force some chump blocks. I will be discarding this mountain. Freebooter. So this is kind of hard, actually. I don't think Bolas's Citadel is going to get there. I'm definitely going to play this island. So what do their blocks look like? They have, let's say I swing out. This and this both have to be blocked, so that eats 2 mana. And then Hazoret probably has to be blocked as well, so that eats 3. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm basically deciding, do I freebooter? I think freebooter is better because I can beat an Ulamog, like if it's just an Ulamog. And this gives me information about their hand and their deck. Okay. They just have Ulamog. Fair enough. Yeah, we can beat an Ulamog. That is one of the worst hands I've ever seen. So we swing out. They could do some double blocks, but I think they just lose if they double block. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Aren't they just dead? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're dead on board. Okay. Weird blocks, but I'll accept it. They're playing green. Kaya Orzhov Usurper is actually really good against the green deck. She can just like continuously exile 1 mana dorks. Bonfire is also pretty tempting here. Just like Vampiric Tutor Bonfire is basically a tutorable Plague Wind against them. I'm deciding if I want Kaya, because we can basically replace an Hallowed Found with an island, but we'll only have 2 white sources in the deck. Probably not. And given what they saw, I think I'm gonna get rid of Jackal Pup. Because, like, that's unlikely to do too much against green. I actually kind of like Vampire Nighthawk against green. It might be an upgrade over Kitesail Freebooter. I'm trying to think what they... No, they had Sneak Attack, so I have to get rid of that. Maybe? What if I just put an empty? Like, what does a green deck do against a turn 1 Empty the Warrens to put, like, 6 creatures into play? Not that much. Citadel also seems like a good top deck. Maybe I get rid of Wheel of Fortune on the draw. It was, like, pretty awkward that game. Not the worst, but just awkward. Okay, we'll try this. And then on the play, I'll put back Wheel of Fortune. Because, like, if my opponent has the opportunity to go, like, land Elf, me going Black Lotus redraw isn't that great. You know what is great? This hand. This hand is absurd. Beaumont Courier, Kitesail Freebooter, Goblin Rabble Master into Reggie. They're just suspending a search for tomorrow? Yeah. This I can work with. So I'm going to lead on red, I guess. Start getting that Beaumont Courier down. And the reason for leading red there is specifically if I draw Ancient Tomb, then I can play Rabble Master turn 2. I think getting down Rabble Master quickly is better than getting down Reggie quickly, although it's kind of similar. Brofellus is a little bit scary. There's our Ancient Tomb. Oh, so I can leave them with cards in hand. They only have 3 cards in hand. I think I'm going to go for the Booter play. If they just have a non-creature spell that I get to snipe, it's better. I should have attacked with Beaumont Courier first, but this tells me more. Eureka, Finale, Noble Hierarch. Eureka is an interesting choice. We take Finale, and then their hand is not that good. Pretty happy with the Kitesail Freebooter play, even though it double revealed here. Their hand's not good now. Like, if they want to put down a Eureka, I guess Eureka Ulamog still gets me, but they'd have to draw an Ulamog. There's their red for... I don't know about getting red there either. I mean, it lets them cast Sneak Attack, but... What did you draw? Oh, Primetime? That's pretty beatable, actually. So they have Primetime Noble Hierarch. Okay. It was a good draw. Not the best. They sent me a message. RIP. That's what Eureka does. I don't know what they were expecting. So I discard a card I don't have. I get a Swamp, which lets me play Bolas's Citadel. And I think I just attack with... I think I want to attack with Beaumont Courier because I want to sacrifice it. And I think getting in with Reggie makes sense. Because if they want to trade that for Primetime on defense, that's good for me. I attack with the Rabble Master. So they can block Rabble Master and then take 7, 8, 9, 10 damage falling to 8. That's probably too good of an offer, so we just keep Rabble Man back. And this lets Beaumont Courier effectively draw us 3 cards. And I'm just going to pop it now, because using my mana this turn seems pretty promising. Bolas's Citadel would be the best thing. That was pretty bad, but... it means their attacks are awkward, and we can still draw Bolas's Citadel. So they have Raging Ravine on defense. We can discard Mountain to Riding Regisaur, because at least Dark Ritual triggers Swift Spear. Okay, so they just have Raging Ravine. I take 7. They had no cards in hand, so they're top decking. We'll see if their 1 draw is better than my 4 were, because, okay, it was not. I don't know about that attack. It puts you, like, pretty far behind. I guess you get to trade Raphellos with Goblin Rabble Master. The Loot Scoot was pretty good. Let's go Smuggler's Copter. So 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. They can attack with this like for this will be 4, this will be 10, 11. It's not too bad. So I'm definitely attacking with Freebooter. What does this attack look like? They can activate Raging Ravine to block the Swift Spear, but I can Dark Ritual to make that not so bad. Because I'm going to lose Dark Ritual anyway. So they activate there, but then they're dying if they block there. But right now this is 7, 8, 9. So they chump Reggie, take 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. So I think I do keep back Rabble Master. Because again, I just don't want him trading with Raphellos. So yeah, this Raging Ravine is going to get blown out. Because I think the straightforward blocks are Ravine on Swift Spear, Thin-Horn Elves on Reggie. But then I take 7, like I only take 9 and they're just top decking. This seems good. And attempting with Swift Spear there was particularly tempting for them. So they fall to 7. I don't know, maybe I should have gotten in with Rabble Master, but it keeps producing tokens. And let's say they don't trade, then they get to, I don't know, Raphaelis does represent a lot of mana for them. But they could have just as easily Raging Ravined Goblin Rabble Master, but he would have 3 power. Hard to say, really. All right, they drew Big Chalice. I don't think they can even attack with Prime Time now. But they almost have to. Yeah, either way is kind of a losing play. So we discard nothing. Oh my god. Game over. God, this card's so good. Super tilting for the opponent, too. GG's. They didn't even get to see the weirdest parts of this deck. All right, round 1. Everyone who was doubting this deck when I was drafting it hopefully understands what's going on. But if not, you'll see more in rounds 2 and 3. All right, we're playing against Abraham G, MTG 123. Let's go first. Opponent says, good luck, have fun. Oh, thanks. Oh man, I can't turn 1 Dark Confidant, but I can turn 2 a Dark Confidant, and that's good enough for this deck. We also have both islands, which is kind of unfortunate. And I really just hope Dark Ritual puts out a Bolas's Citadel. The card's... When you Bolas's Citadel into a bunch of aggressive creatures, it's kind of dirty. Because, like, your life total doesn't matter. Beaumont Courier. Uh-oh. Is this the mirror match? We're gonna let them Beaumont Courier for a turn with Dark Confidant in play. Hopefully they don't bolt him. They do not. Then I think we're going to... Well, we're gonna Lightning Strike that. Actually, probably just going to Necrotal down the Rabble Master. That stops Beaumont Courier from attacking as well. Okay, so they're mono red with Mox Sapphire. Jackal Pup, not really what we wanted to see, but we can do... Actually, we can play a Jackal Pup at least. Let's go Dark Ritual. Playing around Daze, because we really do want to resolve this Necrotal. Kill this. Their Goblin does not have to suicide anymore. That's okay. We can trade Jackal Pup with Beaumont Courier if it comes to that. Dark Confidant's too valuable though. Even against red, the card draw is just insane. Volcanic? Okay, maybe they do have blue cards. Oh, that's a problem. Actually, Time Walk doesn't do that much here because they can't... I mean, Time Walk in mono red is really scary. That's one of my favorite decks is mono red with like... pretty much this. Yeah, Zealous Conscripts. Taking that, I get hit for like 1,000,000 damage. At this point, I think I have to trade for the Beaumont Courier. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Dark Confidant, you better do some work. I just have to win the resource denial game now. Hope that the last 2 cards in their hand are bad, and hope that Dark Confidant does not hit Bolas's Citadel. Okay. Honestly, Ophiomancer was a pretty decent hit. I mean, I'm at 4 against red, so I'm probably just dead, but... keep back Dark Confidant, because at this point, unfortunately, I think I have to trade him off. Okay. Yep. The Nut Mono Red deck is probably our worst matchup. At least Vortex triggers first. Come on, Dark Confidant. We drew a land. Wheel of Fortune. That just gives them a whole new hand. I don't think I have a single answer to Wheel of Fortune in my deck, but I have Black Lotus. So it's not inconceivable that I would be able to do something here. Okay. But now I know about Fire Blast, so I gained some information. I don't think I can win this matchup. It's just like we're playing a deck that basically tries to kill ourselves, and they're playing a deck that tries to kill ourselves. And when we're both going for the same objective, I think we'll get there. Bolas's Citadel, not good enough here. Dark Dwellers is just a big body against red, so I think I like that. And Kaya gains life, but again, I don't have the white. I keep like looking towards her and then just realizing I just can never do that. Yeah, let's run it. Where's my Fallen Shinobi? That's how I take over this game. Let's go first. Oh, Okay, I will definitely keep this hand. Do you know how good Rotting Regisaur is against mono red? Let's see. I can Rotting Regisaur or I can Goblin Rabblemaster. The problem is if they have just like a Lightning Bolt, Rabblemaster is kind of dead. So I think we're just gonna go all in here. Do this, play Swift Spear. Black Lotus. Use Black Lotus to cast Rotting Regisaur. Yeah, because they could just Lightning Bolt a Rabblemaster. There's not much red can do against this 7/6. And then I'm just going to discard Rabblemaster and play a turn 2 Freebooter, and then hopefully that'll be enough damage just to kill them. Because, yeah, Goblin Guide can't even attack. Yeah, I'm going to discard the only non-castable card here. I'm going to play our Swamp into Freebooter. Take their only removal spell. Also get to see their hand. Conscripts, Repeal, Light Up the Stage, Grim Monolith. So Repeal doesn't do anything. I think I just take Grim Monolith. Then their outs to like Conscripts are very low. Also their hand is just extremely slow then. Attack for 7. So we are locked under our own Reggie. That's a bit unfortunate. But opponent's taking so much damage. Necrotal. That would have been a good draw. No double blocks. So they're going for Light Up the Stage. Why is their hand revealed like 300 times? Koth and a Mountain. So they can't even cast Koth. They played the Mountain from exile, so I think they are just dead. There's our Necrotal. We hit for 9. Next turn, they can go Island, Repeal a Freebooter, Chump Block the Regisaur. Okay. Now if they draw a Fire Blast, that's pretty good for them. That's pretty good for me. So we hit with Reggie. They're not going to Zealous Conscripts. That's interesting. They block Repeal the Goblin Guide. Don't know what's going on, but we will just keep going here. Okay, they're dead. Right? Maybe they have black. Oh, they have a Mox. I guess they were hoping to draw. That was weird because they could have. The turn they played Goblin Guide, they could have just played the Monolith. Who knows, man? So I'm on the draw. I do kind of like Seasoned Pyromancer in this matchup. Wheel of Fortune seems kind of suspicious on the draw. Let's play Pyromancer instead. It's like a much better card to turbo out. Bonfire's a good top deck, but yeah, let's just play Young Pyromancer. Well, there's our recall, but this hand is unplayable. This hand is also unplayable. Okay, we got recall. So we keep this. I'm going to get rid of a Mountain. This is actually a lot of card draw. I kind of want to get rid of Mesmeric Fiend. It's not that good against red. Beaumont Courier is kind of a toss-up. If they like Goblin Guide, it's not great. But if I get to Beaumont Courier turn 1, we'll see what I draw. Fallen Shinobi. Okay. Well, I think getting down the Courier now is better. I know I can Ancestral Recall into like Black Lotus, but this can help refill my hand after it's empty from Recall. Next turn I can play an Abbot. They play Light Up the Stage. They hit Island and... Okay, Conscripts is gone. That's nice. Swamp. So... let's attack. I think I want to play Abbot here and just wait to recall. Black Lotus? No, okay. Well, yeah, so the reasoning there is like, if I hit a land, I know you're supposed to play Abbot like with a land drop waiting so you can get there. Do I trade my Abbot for that Beaumont Courier? I think I do actually. Because I'm going to be very ahead on cards with Ancestral Recall and Beaumont. And if their hand doesn't do anything, then this could be a good position for me. So let's go Island, attack, recall myself, play a Copter. And I could... Oh, man, I played around Recall perfectly, or Miscalc perfectly. So, I'm tempted just to Shinobi. Koth of the Hammer. They hit me for 4. Oh, this is hard. Because getting Fallen Shinobi in play is really good, but giving up that much Beaumont Courier equity is pretty like, I don't like doing it. So I think I'm just going to play around Daze, obviously. Ophiomancer. The Death Touch can deal with Koth tokens. Make sure Koth doesn't emblem. That could have been too greedy, but I think getting Ophiomancer in play is like pretty good anyway, because it like denies them so much card draw. Or, I mean, damage. Hellrider is good, but we have a snake to block it. Oh no, they targeted the Summoning Sick Mountain! Oh no, opponent. Alright, we need to hit a land drop like pretty bad. There we go. So we're gonna play around Mana Leak here. Let's go Island, Lightning Strike, Hellrider. We can actually swing to kill Koth now. And I'm going to swing at Koth with everything because they really want to kill Beaumont Courier here. Actually, I guess attack them. That way, if they don't kill Beaumont Courier, yeah, this makes more sense. Then they still lose Koth if they Lightning Strike the Courier. If they have nothing, then they're even worse shape. And we get to Fallen Shinobi next turn if they don't concede. Grim Monolith. Yeah, that's not the best card in mono red. Oh wow, Conscripts. Fallen Shinobi makes more sense here. Swing out. Move to blocks. Do this. Getting rid of the snake, because we get the snake back anyway. What do you got in hand? Visium Mortar's Shrine of Burning Rage. Cast that, and we know their Zealous Conscripts is exiled. Otherwise, I probably would like... Oh, it's target creature you don't control. I can Beaumont Courier to try and hit like a burn spell. But that's how you do it. We won the match? Wait, I don't even remember. Okay. We're cruising in the finals. Again, I know people are going to comment this deck is bad. Just so you know, we're in the finals and it wasn't even close. We beat the Nightmare matchup. See you guys there. Oh boy, I'm going to keep this hand. So I might do something a little bit crazy. Depending on what my opponent does. That's the second opponent with Mox Sapphire. Lotus Cobra. Turn 1. That's pretty good. We'll see what we draw. So I drew a mountain. Yeah, here we go. We're going to exile Ancestral Recall the Chrome Mox. And then go turn 2 Dark Confidant, turn 3 Goblin Rebel Master. Dark Confidant is already enough card advantage. Against this type of start from our opponent, we need to like put pressure in play. And like, what are we doing with Ancestral Recall if not looking for cards like Goblin Rabble Master to play on curve? So I know this is like extreme card disadvantage, but that's what Vintage Cube is all about. It's about like a nice balance between card and tempo advantages and disadvantages. And Dark Confidant, if it stays in play, which they're playing green, so there aren't that many ways to kill a Confidant in mono green. If he stays in play, he's going to recoup this advantage anyway. Yeah, and like, they're doing this. I don't have time to draw cards. Nor do I have time to draw like one of 3 blue sources. If our deck had more reliable mana, keeping that probably makes sense there, but it does not. So as long as we just don't hit Bolas's Citadel, I'm pretty happy. Hitting Bolas's Citadel off Dark Confidant feels so bad because like your life total is low. Mesmeric Fiend is great. Ancient Tomb? Oh, buddy. Yeah, let's play both. Mesmeric Fiend you. And I know they're drawing Impulse. Treachery and Solemn. I think I just gotta take Treachery. Then they only have mana. Because they can go land, trigger Lotus Cobra, go up to 5, play Treachery. Yeah. Then we go Ancient Tomb, this. Smuggler's Copter. I can offer the Dark Confidant for Oracle trade because their hand is pretty bad. I actually kind of like doing that. I don't think they'll take it because I know their hand. Yeah, got there. I mean, it's not great because our opponent, oh, they hit 2 lands off Oracle. Oh, that's bad. Because now they can impulse for action. And I'm at 14. Yeah, this is not good. Wait. Oh, I guess they did play both lands. Okay. So they have Impulse. Why are there 2 cards in hand? I freebooted and I saw... Oh, I guess they have a land in hand too. Alright, so Solemn's gone. So they have Impulse plus Island. Not that it matters too much, but... Incubation Druid on top. Fortunately, they can't really attack. Whoa, okay. Maybe they don't realize that this is like pretty good for me. What do I hit here? I think I gotta hit Oracle because that draws them cards over time. Oh. I don't even know if that's good. It also fills their hand up. A Braid. Okay, this is going pretty well. So I can... Mountain? Because they have a fetch plus Lotus Cobra. So I can abrade the Cobra. Play an Ophiomancer. I'm down to 8 life. That is a little bit low, but I am pressuring them. Crew here. And I kind of want to trade off my Dark Confidant now. Like, if they take this trade, I know what they're drawing. I'm okay offering this up. Because I'm at 8 life, so there are some sketchy things that I can draw. So... I'm just going to discard Wheel of Fortune. I don't think it's good to give a green opponent with that much mana extra cards. My hand's good enough anyway. I can Vampiric Tutor for Hazoret if I need to. So they get to draw. Make a Snake Friend. I don't like this at all. Okay. Well, Craterhoof, Progenitus. Can't Zealous Conscripts. They just drew Tooth and Nail and Progenitus. Okay. What do I do here? I can't Zealous Conscripts. I'm at 8 life. I'm trying to think what cards in my deck can actually get out of this. They can block here and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I cannot Vampiric Tutor. Let me look at my deck. If I had the appropriate mana, I could Vampiric Tutor for Fallen Shinobi, but I think I just have to draw Fallen Shinobi. Mountain was not it. Oh man, actually, if I had drawn a swamp or an island I could Vampiric Tutor for Fallen Shinobi, that would have been sick, because I could use the Smuggler's Copter combat step. Actually, that's my only out, I think. Crew here. Yeah, if I had drawn a swamp, it would have been easier, but I can Smuggler's Copter into Fallen Shinobi. Yeah, that's the only option, is hitting it off of this loot. Because I don't have the black and the blue. But if I just draw it naturally, we're okay. I think I'm just going to attack here. I don't know what I can hit off this, but we gotta hit something good. Lightning Strike. That doesn't do it. Alright, moving on. Yeah, like Shinobi into like a Thragtusk or something maybe could have gotten there, but obviously we didn't. Bonfire, again, against green is good. Dark Dwellers. I do like Citadel, even though they showed Progenitus. Wheel of Fortune is... It probably just shouldn't even be in the main deck. It's good in some matchups, but most of the time it's just pretty medium. And then Jackal Pup is kind of suspect against green. I kind of want to bring in this Pyromancer as well instead of something. But like everything I have is good. Like Swiss Spear on the play is pretty good, so I'll just keep it like this. I do like Empty, but I don't think we're going to get that much Storm. So I just really want to go off with Bolas's Citadel. Is that much too much to ask? Apparently it is. I'm not going to have this hand. I'll keep this. This hand's actually pretty good. I think Goblin Dark Dwellers is a bit too expensive. And we get to turn 1 Dark Confidant. I think I want to turn 2 Abbot. So I think I get rid of a Braid, even though it is my only bit of removal. Because I want a Chrome Box for red. Yeah, I just get... It's kind of awkward, but I do get rid of a Braid there. Because I want to be able to turn 2 Abbot. Like, let's say I miss a land drop. Double Dark Confidant plus an Abbot flip really maximizes my chances. Oh, Rotting Reggie. Well, I can do this. This is actually really sick. Abbot of Carol Keep. Hopefully hit a land that's a swamp. Rattlemaster. No! Well, we still get to do this. And this is like a really, really dirty start. Do I want to trade Dark Confidant? I don't think so. I'm really sad. Drawing Rabblemaster this turn would have just like completely sealed the deal, but that's pretty good. Hendrik, you got it. So we discard then Dark Confidant. That is good sequencing. Okay. Don't want to discard that. I think I just attack with Reggie. I don't want them drawing cards, but at the same time, I kind of want to hit them for 10. Yeah, let's just attack with Reggie. Bolas' Citadel off the top, please! But not off of Dark... Actually, even if it is off of Dark Confidant, that's not the end of the world. They have Natural Order? God, I hate this. Okay. We die in 2 hits, but they can't really attack with Progenitus. That's the thing. Discard, then Dark Confidant. Not the worst thing I've ever seen. Hazard's indestructible. So they can attack with Progenitus. They only have 3 mana. I can attack with Hazard and Reggie and get in for 5. I think I just wait though, because Hazard actually represents a pretty good clock going forward. Because they can't attack, at least currently. And they only have 3 mana. They're playing green. They're going to Metamorph Hazard, Reggie? Okay, well, that gives them a blocker, but it means interesting. I guess I do just die in 2 attacks, and no! I know what's gonna happen! I'm gonna reveal Bolas' Citadel for my own demise. No, don't do it! I want to hit Zealous Conscripts, not Bolas' Citadel. Come on, deck, don't do me like this. Oh, what have these draws been? So they block here and here. They only take 4. I think I just drew too poorly. Oh, that was almost bad. Gotta get your Hazard activation times down. Yeah, because I swing out and then I just die to the stinky Progenitus. Man, that's unfortunate. If I had drawn any action, I could have done it. But right now they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I don't activate. Maybe they don't attack. I could put them to 3. So like, yeah, super unfortunate. Good games, opponent. Man, what was I gonna draw? I had to know. Why? Okay, what is going on? Just let me know. There it was. A little bit too late. All right, well, that was a very fast finals. Sometimes green just gets Natural Order quickly. So deck was sweet. If I would change anything, it would be probably not main decking Wheel of Fortune. I was thinking I had Vampiric Tutor, but I think that was game 1. Yeah, that was game 1 I had Vampiric Tutor, but probably just Bonfire in the main is kind of sick over Wheel of Fortune. With Vampiric Tutor, I think that's the change I would have made. I was really hoping like to be able to mulligan aggressively with this, but it ended up just being a terrible top deck most of the time. So, all right. Didn't get there on this. I really tried, guys. I'm trying to make it work. I only drew it with bad opening hands, but it would have been so sick that last game at like any point. We'll get there. Don't worry. See you guys next time.